What's going on, guys? It's your boy GS, and welcome back to yet another Madden 13 online ranked match. And we finally have some new videos. We're at that point in time where we're finally going to go ahead and show the newer games that I've been playing. And I have been exclusively using the Philadelphia Eagles playbook, which I really enjoy. They have a 5 receiver set there that I think is pretty awesome. They have like a bunch formation out of the 5 receiver set, and they also have some really good passing routes that I really thought were really good to be in a 5 receiver set. So primarily I'm running the 5 receiver set. You may see me switch it up with snugs here and there, or throwing a couple running plays, a couple screen plays, but for the majority of the time I run 5 receiver set. And one of the things that I struggled with the most was the fag D. People drop back, multiple people, and I would struggle with it. So I figured it's like, let me give myself the best chance to do that, because it seems like everybody's doing it online. That's just the new thing. Everybody does it. So let me give myself the best chance to beat that with with a lot of receivers on the field. And I came across the Eagles playbook, and their 5 receiver set. They actually got a couple 5 receiver sets, but the one formation that I'm using has some really good routes, which I liked. So you see, our opponent went ahead and selected the Steelers, which I thought should be easy for us. Their pass defense isn't the greatest, right? He throws over the middle, but we end up getting a fumble, and Skandrick ends up recovering, giving us really good field position. And this was, I think, like the second or third game that I went ahead and used the Eagles playbook. So again, this is a new scheme, so I will be going for it on 4th downs and things like that to give myself the best opportunity to throw as many plays as I can to get used to it, to get comfortable. Right here, we end up going to Witten, but we don't get it. So we go for it on 4th and 2, and we look over the middle, and we don't get it. So he was able to stop us on our first possession, so he gets ball back again. And now we get our job again is to stop him and try to give our offense the chance to go ahead and give ourselves a lead. So the Steelers definitely got some good things on offense going. Roethlisberger is really good. You also have Mike Wallace is really good. Brown is really good as well. He's quick. As he ends up scoring a touchdown right there with Wallace, and that right there is obviously our number 1 priority. We got it. Oh man, look at this guy. I couldn't even, I don't know, it wouldn't even let me switch. I tried to auto, but it wouldn't let me. This guy is really desperate for some skill points. Like, really, this is what we doing now? We coming out and like onside kicks, and like, you want skill points that bad? Like, they mean that much to you? So we end up, Romo, he was wide open. Come on, Romo, you can't make those like that. You can't be any more open than that. So 2nd and 10, we back up, and we're looking, and we end up taking a huge sack. So 3rd and forever, what do? We end up going over towards the right to Brian, and Brian gets us really good opportunity to go ahead and make this 4th down. So we go for it again, and we're looking. We go over the middle, and wide open is, of course, the man who got us in that position, which is Brian. We end up scoring a touchdown. So it's 7-7. And now it's like, okay, now I know who I'm dealing with. This man is going to try to do what he can for these skill points. He wants these skill points bad. So he's coming out on onside kicks and things like that. And you got to figure, eventually he's going to come up with one, which sucks. That's what sucks about people who continuously do onside kicks. Because eventually, if he scores enough, he keeps kicking these onside kicks, he's going to get one of them back. So, I'm already thinking he's going to get a couple extra possessions. And that right there is just, going to suck. So we got to stay fluent on offense to keep up with him and get a couple stops to give ourselves a chance to win this game, just in case he gets a couple of those onsides back. So he goes for it on 4th down. He ends up converting, and he gets it within the 30-yard line. So the Cowboys definitely got a good defense. They got really good corners, and he ends up throwing deep up top, but thankfully he was overthrown. So on 2nd and 10, and they also got good pass rushing defense. You see, I get a ton of sacks this game. Having Weir and Spencer on the D-line, they definitely put in work, and they make a lot of things happen. So both of them are actually 99 overall when you put them on the D-line. So 4th and forever, he goes over the middle, and we end up getting an interception with Claiborne. No soup for you. So we get our first turnover of the game, and we get a really decent return. So now is our chance to go ahead and get this lead for the first time in the ball game. And again, we're still running the 5 receiver wideout, and to me, it's just absolutely deadly if you get enough time. Like, I played Dream in the street. Oh, look at Brian right there. He's so strong. That man is so strong. And one time, Brian, you got to go ahead and recline on him for me, son. Hit him with the recline one time. As you guys know, I wanted to try it out against somebody who was really good. So I had the live stream against Dream. He's like a level 13 or something like that. Dude is phenomenal. So went up, I tried my 5 wide against him, And it doesn't do good if you don't get any pressure. The only thing that does suck is that you don't have anybody to block for you. You don't have any running backs back there. You don't have any tight ends that can sit back and block for you, obviously, which is what I needed, because I knew he was sending outside pressure, but there was nothing I could do. I didn't have the personnel to block when you have 5 receivers out. But the few times that he didn't blitz, I mean, I just did what I wanted to do. It was really tough to stop. The only thing that he was doing that I couldn't do anything when he was sending pressure out the outside, two-way heat off the edge, and you have like a half a second to make something happen. It's like your receivers can't even run 7 yards downfield, and I'm getting sacked. So yeah, it's really difficult to try and do if you got somebody sending excessive pressure where they continuously get in. But if you get enough time, you're going to go ahead and be pretty much, I've been really unstoppable for the majority of my games, because I really haven't faced anybody who was able to send pressure like that besides Dream. So the one thing that you do have to be wary of is that it pretty much promotes Fagdy, and I can't hate somebody for, you know, using Fagdy on a 5 wide out, because, you know, again, you're pretty much torching them with the 5 wide out, and then, you know, they just go ahead and start backing up linemen and doing the Fagdy and rushing nobody. It's like, you know, I understand if I was getting killed by 5 receivers too, I mean, you pretty much get frustrated and try to do what you can to stop it. But you're going to see a lot of upcoming games with the 5 receiver sets, and for the most part, I have been doing really, really good. I have a couple of losses in the beginning stages when I was using it that I will be showing, but for the most part, I've still been able to hang in every single game as I was figuring everything out. Now, lately, I've been really, really, really dominant with it again, unless I'm going against somebody like Dream, who can, you know, send a one-man in, or who gets in every single time in less than half a second. I've been pretty much really, really, really fluent on offense. So this game, you know, it's frustrating when you got somebody doing onside kicks, but nonetheless, we have a lead. We're going into halftime, and we're happy about that. We know we have a really good team on the field. You know, the Cowboys are really, 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 really good. So we're expecting to still be, you know, pretty good on offense. And there he is with the onside kick again. And at this point, it's like I got to limit him from scoring, because the more chances he gets to kick these onside kicks, the more chances he gets to just get one back. So we got to stop him from scoring. You know, the more kicks he's get is just not in our favor. So on 3rd and inches, we decided to go for it. And of course, we're going for 3rd and inches, but we decided to hit him with the dragger right there. 4th and 1, we don't get it. So 4th down, we go for it wide open, and he drops it. And you want to talk about frustration level 100, wide open. And I seen the play, I'm like, you know, why isn't Winton in there? But I went ahead and left him, whoever that guy was who dropped it. And you couldn't have been more wide open. He just completely dropped the ball. You see, we get back-to-back sacks, and then he ends up rolling outside to the right, and he ends up running with Roethlisberger. And a lot of things like this happen. He kind of figured out, hey, you know, if I roll to the right, I might have a better chance of escaping, you know, that pressure. I'm running just a basic cover 4, and right there, he ends up getting sacked, thanks to the dive of death from Ratliff. But right there, we throw an interception. We had a fade route with Austin, and that is the first time that's ever happened to me. Usually when they're backed up, if I hike it and I cancel the drop back animation and I throw it immediately, they always like do a quick catch animation. But unfortunately, for whatever reason, I didn't get any animation, whatever. It was noodle armed, and I threw a pick, and he ends up scoring. So, oh, look who's end up kicking regular kicks now. Oh, you're getting a little nervous now, huh? Now you feel like you don't want to give me good field position, huh? Okay. So again, we're back to the 5 wide, and you see we're doing pretty good. You know, outside of that one interception, you know, we've been doing really, really fluent on offense, and this is a really good team to go ahead and do this with, just because they have so many offensive weapons with Ogletree, Bryant, Austin, Winton. You know, I believe I have DeMarco Murray as another receiver out there. So you got 5 really top guys who's quick. Ogletree is really fast. Bryant's a monster. Austin's great. Winton is one of the best. And Murray is just really good. Once he gets his hands on the ball after the catch, he's really good. So they have lots of weapons that I feel like is going to be able to help me succeed during this 5 receiver wideout. So, and as you can see, I'm doing pretty good. And right here, I decided to hit him a taste with his own medicine just out of pure frustration. And I don't get it. I knew I was going to get it. I think I got maybe 1 onside kick out of the 8 times I tried this year. It never works for me. You know, I don't know why it just doesn't work out. And shouldn't have done it, man. The Madden guys don't like ugly. See, if I would have just continued to play my game, let him do the ugly, I would have benefited off of it. But I feel like something just may happen to me just for going against the Madden gods. And right here, he's running outside the pocket again. And Roethlisberger, he's really struggling with the cover 4. That's all we're calling, just a basic cover 4. And he's really, really struggling with it. As you see, he's really not throwing the ball to anybody. But right there, he finds somebody wide open in the back of the end zone. He ends up scoring. And you know, surprise, surprise, he's back on the kick, but this time he gets it. And of course, the one time he does get it, it would be in the fourth quarter, right? See, that's the Madden gods, man. They don't like ugly. I made a mistake and try to, you know, give him payback, and it didn't work out. And now he's sitting with the ball after recovering an onside kick. Those type of things just happen. So, you know, Roethlisberger rolls outside the pocket. He goes up top, but nothing's open. So, very crucial third down right here. We really, really, really need this stop. And he ends up running outside the pocket. We drop a pick, but he actually punts the ball. This man decides to showcase a little bit of fourth down swag. So we end up getting the ball back, which we should have in the original case because he onsided us. But, you know, now we got a chance. As you see, we go to the screenplay, and it gets us a huge gain. You know, now I'm not as stubborn as I was before. Traditionally, once I found a set, I never got out of it. Even though it was first and goal on the goal line, I'm still in 4 receiver snugs. Like, I never got out of it. This time, you know, I like to mix it up a little bit. Primarily, you know, if I call 10 passing plays, a good 8 of them are going to be from 5 receivers. But I like to mix it up every now and then. And right there, we go to Ogletree, but we don't score. We want to kill the clock. You know, we want to be able to waste some time. We want to be able to either have him waste his timeouts or waste some clock. Either way, it's a win-win situation. Right here, second to go. We try a fullback dive. We don't get anything. And now we're like, uh-oh, are we going to be able to score here? So we back up, and we find Winton over the middle. He ends up holding on to the ball after the contact. And we scored a touchdown. We wasted a minute, some change, and he wasted a timeout. So definitely a good decision. So now all we need is a stop right here. And I think we can possibly put this game away. You know, he does have, you know, that home run speed with Wallace, so we got to watch out for that. There you go. You see him rolling outside the pocket, and he ends up throwing on the run, but he doesn't get anything. So 2nd and 10, and again, he runs over there to the right, and he's looking. He goes over the middle, and I'm sorry, son. No super zip. He's on our second interception of the game, and now we feel like we have a really good opportunity to go ahead and win this game. He does have a couple of timeouts, but you see, we're just going to run the ball, try and kill the clock. And right here, we end up calling a screenplay, but it was nothing. So 3rd down, and a really crucial down right here. And we end up looking. We go over the middle, but we throw an interception. We tested the user. Well, not really. That was a switch pick, but we thought that we was going to get a little bit more loft over the head on that, but we didn't, and we ended up getting picked off. So we gave him a chance to get back in this ball game, and hopefully we could stop him. Right there, we drop a pick. We should have had that, man. So now it's 2nd and 10. He's looking. He goes over the middle, but I'm sorry, son. Don't test the user. He's so disrespectful. Somebody please give this man a link to my channel and let him know, do not throw the ball my way. And I sent them a message. Thanks for the skill points, because I know he wanted them. I know he wanted them real bad. Just by the fact he's onside kicking, they're only skill points, man. Don't make your opponent go crazy by playing, you know, idiotic like that. But, you know, we get the win. We get 9 skill points, but we take 10 away from him, which is probably more important to him than it is to us, considering that he really wanted these skill points. But that's the end of the game, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the like button, but only do so if you were entertained. As always, it's your boy GS signing out. Follow me on Twitter if you're not already. I will be tweeting out subscriber games this weekend, so you definitely want to follow me. It's your boy GS signing out. Peace. Give it to me, baby. And give me them damn skill points.